Hello and welcome to the reading for the 2nd of March, the daily reading for the 2nd of March. And that reading is coming from The Soul's Companion by Denham, and it's filled with daily meditations in the form of one little passage every day. I guess they call them meditations, but it's a little story. It's a little reflection, in my opinion. So today's, for March 2nd, is criticism. I will observe myself in action the next time I find myself being excessively critical of others. Being critical of other people's business comes from comparing myself to them, from a misguided attempt to justify my own position by invalidating theirs. That only overwhelms me and makes me unable to accomplish what suits my own life and feels right to me. When I compare, I tend to compare my aspirations with results accomplished by others. I compare my insides with their outsides. What I have to offer is unique. All I need for a soul growth experience is the experience of self-expansion. It is being fully engaged in an activity that causes growth for me. It is not in finding the perfect activity, but the perfect relationship with an activity that will allow me to balance my inner and outer worlds, to express myself, and to take in what is around me. I look for the real motivation behind criticism. And there's a quote from John Milton: "The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell and a hell of heaven." That's so true. The mind is such a machine. I was listening to Brené Brown at lunchtime, and she was talking about this. There was two very long words that she used, and one of them was the reference to when we are in someone's camp when they have an accomplishment. They go, "Yahoo! Good for you, Yahoo!" And something like Freud, no, it's like two F words, but all one long word. And then the reverse of that was like another long word that began with an S, which I can't remember how to say. And it was when people do not cheer for you. You know, when you've had a big thing happen that's joyful for you, that's like an accomplishment, and you tell someone in your excitement and they just go, well, that's rubbish anyway, or that's a silly thing to do, or, who cares? It's like a deflation. It's like that person isn't supporting you. So it's the difference between spending your time with these supportive people and these non-supportive people. But this, I just wanted to put that in because it came into my mind. But this reading is around criticism. And I have to say that criticism is not helpful. Comparing yourself to others is not helpful. And there are a couple of bad flowers if you are someone who criticizes. Beach is the remedy for feeling critical and intolerant of people. So much so sometimes that you could slap them, like they just bug the hell out of you. So beach helps to give you this understanding that everybody's different. And because that person's different from you, it doesn't mean that they are wrong. It doesn't mean that, that they're unlikable. It's just they're different. They're doing things differently. But the great thing about it is they stop bugging you. When you are a balanced beach, that person doesn't bug you anymore. You're just accepting of them. So it's brilliant. And then if you're someone who compares yourself to other people, the remedy larch stops you doing that. It stops you comparing yourself, usually unfavorably, to other people, the remedy larch. But I think we're kind of sticking with the beach theme when it comes to criticism. And maybe the criticism is coming from you because that person is actually mirroring something back at you that you don't like about yourself. And maybe you haven't accepted about yourself. And there's no way that you're like that. Absolutely no way that I'm like her or like him or do that. But that person is a mirror and it's giving you a reaction so that you can investigate that for yourself. And I have fun with it now. I didn't used to. I used to spend my time, we call, beaches for when you've been a bitch. I used to spend a lot of time being a bitch, being bitchy and critical and, gossipy and, enjoying it. But it's not helpful. It's not helpful to anybody else. And it's not helpful for me. It's not helpful for my spiritual growth. And it's not helpful for me to feel good about myself. So, criticism. How do you deal with criticism? Are you a critical person? Do people really bug you because of the way they do things? It doesn't make them wrong and it doesn't make you right. There's everybody's got their own way of doing it. We are all unique. 5 minutes is up. I will see you tomorrow. And bye for now. Namaste.